Muy buenos a todos, guapísimos. Aquí gente. Hello and welcome back to All the Mods 7. That was a weird intro. That's actually an intro that is very recognizable for Spanish-speaking people. Just a little bit exaggerated, but yeah. It's from a YouTuber called Vegeta. Like Vegeta from Dragon Ball. He's a pretty cool Minecraft YouTuber. I don't know if he mainly does Minecraft anymore, but he was a very cool Minecraft YouTuber when I saw him. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if he only does that or he does other stuff now. Well. Welcome back to All the Mod 7, and I have some news to make. Sadly, there's a really big problem. I don't really know what episode we are at, and at this point, I'm just too afraid to ask. But it's okay. When I did this, I'm gonna realize which episode this is. For today, we don't actually need, but we want to make 3 different farms. 3 different mob farms, NPC farms, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna make a villager farm. We're gonna make a Enderman farm, Enderman farm, and also I want to make I don't know how big I want to make it though. Pigman, well, zombie pigman farm. That because gold is actually pretty expensive. Well, it's not expensive, but it's actually pretty much required for a lot of crafting recipes that we need for expanding and doing all the mods. So we're gonna make that farm too. So let's begin. So first of all, we move the sheep. Now they're over here. We moved them because maybe we're silly for this, but we realized that they weren't growing their wool again because they didn't have any grass to eat. So we moved them because of that. The cows are still there. Now we have chickens because we needed chickens for some recipes. Also, the inside of the base is a little bit. It has like a bit of a renovation. You can see here, Trashy Snow Kiddo Tabby has been doing some renovations on her stuff, and she's making some new crafting blocks. Now there's this glass blower table and this shepherd's table. This allowed her to make glass stuff and wool stuff, decorative wool stuff, which is pretty cool. Also, you can see here glitched out a lot of trees. If I take off the shaders, turn off the shaders, you can see that these are bonsai trees. Just if you're wondering, these are bonsai trees. And she actually is taking some good resources from here. She was looking to get the cinnamon. Now she has cinnamon with this one. These are very cool. You can harvest a lot of resources thanks to them. And they are actually pretty fast. She's taking advantage of them. Now, the room. It's completely renovated. Let me turn on the shaders again. You can see it looks much more cooler. She used the wool thing to make this patterned wool, which looks pretty cool. This is cherry log. This is just a log that can appear in the world. She has in her side the purple one because she's thematically purple and I'm thematically orange, which is pretty cool. She has the orange lamp though to represent that I'm with her. I have the purple lamp to represent that she's with me, which is pretty pretty. Mwah. And also behind here we have been making some expansions to make room and space for pet zoo. Let's call it like that. The pet zoo. We're planning to make a special space to keep all our non-hostile mobs that we like. We have found so many mobs that we enjoy and like. So we decided to make this room to take advantage of having a lot of mobs and variety, and take some our own pets, even if they are not supposed to be pets. Because yeah, cats are cool and wolves too, but having turtles, having a reptile as your pet, you can show them later. You can show them later. Don't worry. We'll show them when we have what's it called? Oh, a good habitat for the monitor. She wanted to show you a pet we have.
No, I didn't want to. I was just trying to charge this.
Okay. I thought that was it because. Okay, that doesn't matter. But now the other thing I have to update you guys in. I was saying I need to make a villager farm and some mob farm and an iron farm. Yeah, a lot of farms. Well, I made some progress. Yeah, I made lots of progress. We have lots of villagers now. It even spawned a golem right here. You're still not a farmer. That's funny. Okay, but now as you can see, we have lots of villagers. We're gonna use these guys to make a villager builder. A villager trading post. So yeah, this didn't take that much time, but I didn't update you guys because this is a very vanilla build that you probably have seen in so many other let's plays. I'm gonna show you how it works still, but yeah, you can find about this kind of building pretty often. There's some blood here. Did this guy kill somebody here? Probably. Maybe I do need to roof these. I didn't roof it because I like the way it looks, and now also I can get in and out with the jetpack easier. But maybe I do need to roof this. But okay, I'm gonna show you how it works from the inside. So as you can see, here there's farmer villagers. They harvest the potatoes, and then by harvesting the potatoes, they give it to each other, and by giving between them, they start procreating, and they have babies, and the babies they can go inside these slabs because this is just a one block gap. But the trapdoors are like invisible blocks for them, so they don't realize there's no footing there, and they fall. And then we have these like currents of water that push them and push them and push them further along through this tube to this place. You can see that this is the current. I can show you from the inside. And funny thing, while I was making this thing, I pressed A while I placed a sign, and now I say this is the screams of the villagers being tortured for procreation. Villagers abuse. Classic Minecraft. But now we can see some kind of abuse that is actually not that unethical. We have now this mob masher farm. This I had to take some time actually engineering it because I didn't exactly knew how everything worked. Now I know how the mob spawners work. Pretty nice. Also, all the mobs that spawn here are AI-less. They don't have AI. As you can see in the description on the top left, they don't have AI, so they cannot do anything. But they still give us traps and XP. These platforms that you see, they are called the entity conveyors. They move them towards the middle. It's like having the water, but the good thing about this is that mobs still can spawn on them normally, and they get pushed along really easily. I don't have to set up any redstone or anything. They just passively do their thing. I still had to put a fan right there to push the ones that were spawning on top of the spawners. And to move them along. And in the middle, I have more entity conveyors, and they crash there into a thing called the mob masher. I just want to make sure not to touch it because it actually hurts me too. And the top one is just the same thing, but for other mobs. In the top, I have skeletons in one side, and zombie pigmen in zombie 5 piglin in the other sides. I still don't get used to calling them zombie 5 piglin. They are pigmen for me. And down here is just place. I should remove that torch. Let's take it. Now, when they fall into the mob masher makes sure. As you can see, the mob masher is killing them. It doesn't actually take that much to kill them. I feel like it is like an iron sword, so it kills them like in 4 hits. And then the mob masher, after killing them, it drops the things. But I have this absorption hopper right here, which, as you can see, absorbs a really big area. I actually made another one for the iron farm that I'm making right there. And then this absorption hopper, you can set it to put the items that it's actually absorbing into a container, such as jumbo tank for XP and oak diamond chest for items. So yeah, we have now lots of blaze rods. We have some gold nuggets. I want to improve the zombie 5 piglin more, because we're gonna have a passive income of gold, because we need gold for a lot of stuff. But yeah, for the time being, this is really good. The other great thing about this is that the mob masher actually counts as if you were killing them. So right now I already have the places, the places, because the places one is the one that I first placed. But if I say put an Enderman, I don't know how to find an Enderman spawner, but if I find a spider spawner or a spider spawner or a witch spawner, any of these spawners, I can just put in the system by making another like house, log, house them. And eventually, I'm gonna complete this quest by not doing basically anything, which is pretty cool. Now, last thing about this is that we have this XP container. It's called the Jumbo Tab. Now, it kind of glitches out with the shaders, but as you can see, without the shaders, it's slowly getting filled up. Slowly getting filled up. But even though it's slowly getting filled up, it can hold a ridiculous amount of XP. Right now it has 8,000 XP, and it can hold 1 million XP, which is pretty crazy. I was level 30 not long ago, and I just opened the XP tab, and it gave me all the XP. You can just open it, and you can take it for yourself. This is very cool because, as you can see, it gave me 2 levels, which at level 43 is actually something. But yeah, this is very cool because we can actually still use it with mending enchantment. We can use mending enchantment to have our XP repair our stuff, which is very cool. Now, on this side, I'm starting a new small project. This is gonna be the iron farm, because we were running out of iron pretty often, just because we were making lots of stuff. So to make sure that doesn't happen anymore, I'm gonna make an iron farm. Yeah, this is gonna be like the AFK spot, would you say? Okay, I'm seeing one problem now. The spiders, they don't fall easily. I'm gonna fall them right down here. This guy keeps flying out of nowhere. They can fit between those blocks, but they don't fit that nicely. Maybe we need to move like things apart a little bit. It's okay. Spiders are not my main focus for this corner anyway, because spiders are not that great if I'm not too ground. But yeah, I kind of imagine that I can like get stuck because of the problems they have to climbing. This one is broken. That's funny. They don't have AI, but they are not spawning because of the spiders. I was getting confused because I don't have a spawner for them right here, and they were spawning. They use natural spawning because it's light. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you guys in a little bit with more updates. I promise this time I'm gonna be a little bit more careful to update you guys more often. As I said, I was gonna update you guys a little bit faster this time, and I did. Now I have this functional iron farm. Oh wait, I have to do something really important. I have to name the zombie. Fred, come down. He's called Fred. Well, now he is. And as you can see, it's a simple iron farm. You can find it's just about everywhere, and they're really cool. They're not the biggest exaggerated efficiency of them all, but they work, so it's good. And as you can see, there's an Mondo line over there, and the iron production is starting. The big advantage this has is that I just needed to place one hopper instead of more. That's because I use this hopper, the special hopper, the obsession hopper, which is exaggeratedly ginormous. The array it actually can absorb, and also not only that, but it can be configured to move to an area you want to for it to absorb. The only problem I'm having right now is that, as you can see, spiders are liking to make this their habitat. They are not learning that this is actually not a place for them. It's a place for my mobs that I'm farming. So you can go ahead and just die, please. Probably I'm gonna need to change this a little bit. The idea right now is just to move everything just one block wider. I'm moving everything one block wider, and probably the spiders are gonna fall to their death, just like the other mobs. I don't know exactly which blocks are non-sticky, just to use them as walls to prevent them from sticking to the middle of the walls and getting stuck again. But I'm gonna do some research. But for now, this is how we are. Everything's looking cool. Everything's looking dicey. Everything's working as intended. I just need to put some torches here because sometimes mobs are spawning exactly in this place. Yeah, it's looking really cool. I'm probably gonna make an FK platform around here just to make sure that everything's working. And the next thing we're gonna make is the villager trading hall. So this is a mob farm, this is a mob farm, this is a villager farm, and the trading villager hall is gonna be over here. This one I actually wanna make a good looking building, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna update you in a little bit. Just making a quick update. As you can see, I made some changes on the generators. That was because spiders happened, and they are really annoying. So now I made the gap in the middle a little bit bigger. As you can see there, it's now a tree space, and they spawn from the sides. I can open up this a little bit just so you can see. Yeah, and they spawn on the sides. They go in the middle, as you can see. They get mashed right here, and then die. Yeah, it's completely lined on the walls with ice, just to make sure the spiders are not able to crawl into the corners, because we had a spider infestation before, that was making the efficiency go all the way down. And also, even though this was a diamond chest, it's getting filled up really fast. So yeah, we're gonna need to do some stuff about that. I'm looking into transferring items, because we are having here the iron, and the iron chest is already half full too. So the iron production is really fast too. And here, as you can see, we have lots of different drops. I mean, I know the golden swords are taking a lot of space, and I think we can use the golden swords to make gold, directly gold from them, scrap them. Because one mod allows us to do that. But I also wanna look in a way so that I have look into a way that I have access to all these things in my house, not having to come back here and just use them in my house like it was nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more stuff, and I'm gonna check with you guys in a little bit. Guys, quick update, some progress we made in the last hours. Yeah, I made a billiards trading post. I already had the villagers breeding over here. We still have many villagers. I'm gonna probably use these ones for farming. Well, not farming, but actually trading farm stuff. So I can have lots of emeralds, so I can trade easily with these guys. We have already got some important enchantments from these guys. Let me just muffle the sound of the villagers because I'm thinking this is gonna be annoying. Oh my god, there's a lot of sounds to muffle. Okay, let's just muffle any sound from the villager. Just yeah. I mean, we can just select it here. I'm gonna change it to 15 everything. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. 15. There we go. So that we can hear them working, but no, that's not that highly. Okay, as you can see, we have these structurally made, in which we house the villagers. They will house their own lectern. We have some good enchantments already. I already traded some books, so I can have some good enchantments for our things that we need. Especially, I was looking for mending. We have 2 mending guys now. I think they're on the top. This is one and this is the other. Yeah, mending and mending. This one is really, really expensive, so we want to mainly be gonna be using this one. But this one is like a replacement in case the other one exhausts its supply. We're gonna use this one. It's gonna be very important. We don't use this one, overuse this one. I don't think we're gonna overuse it because mending you don't actually use a lot of it. We also have one with Silk Touch over here, I think. Yeah, Silk Touch. As you can see, I already put it into apprentice level. That's because I wanted to make sure it was locked, but I see that just by having one trade with him, you lock them. So now I have this one with Silk Touch 2. We have other interesting enchantment like Stable Footing, Poison Tip, Multi-Shot. I want to test this one. Lots of Silk Touch, Nature's Med, Boon of the Earth, because I find it interesting that ores may be fine with mining stone. That's good for when we are mining. I took 4 of those. Breaking, I just wanted to look only one guy that we got with a breaking 1. Because in breaking 1 we actually can like multiply into being on breaking 3. So yeah, now we have a villager training post, which is really, really cool. And I'm just gonna add like a little market here, in which I'm gonna put some farmers to have something to trade with them, and be able to have more emeralds. Different setup. Well, not necessarily. I just added some stands here with these cool looking, what are they called? Strip awnings. They are awnings. I put some awnings just so it looks a little bit cooler. We have a Fletcher here, 2 Fletchers, and 2 farmers. I'm gonna add probably more of this right here, just so you can have some easy access to trades going into the villager hall, so you can actually have emeralds to trade with them easily. I'm gonna probably add two chests here, one for emeralds and one for books and all the sort of things that you need for trading. But yeah, this is looking much cooler now. And yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of All the Mods Happen. We have now a perfectly good villager farming, villager breeding spot. As you can see, we're producing an exaggerated amount of layers, which actually is kind of bad because now I do not know how to do with them. I'm probably gonna shut off the layer breeder for a while until I know what to do with them. We also have a pretty good. It's weird to fly like this going forward, especially because I don't know where to fall. Okay, right there. We have pretty good iron farm. I say pretty good because it's not maybe the biggest, but for uses, it's more than enough. Okay, right now it just has like one stack and a little bit. We already transferred like a full chest and some more to the house. And we have our super good and improved mob masher, mob spawner farm that is producing lots and lots of. I think it's producing too much blaze rods. Maybe I'm gonna change that a little bit. I'm gonna make another one for zombie pigmen because they are very useful. I'm probably gonna add looting here so that we make sure to get better drops. Also, maybe one thing I'm gonna change is that I'm gonna add some logic to these chests thing so that we can buy these kind of items, the golden sword and all of that. Or maybe you can just melt them with the Tinker's construct thing. So I hope you enjoyed everything you saw today. I'm gonna keep you updated more. I keep saying that I'm gonna keep you updated more often with the progress of the things I do, but sometimes I just get lost. I could probably do some time lapse for the buildings I make. I'm gonna probably do that for next episodes. I'm still not sure about what I'm gonna focus the next episode about, but I'm between doing Tinker's Construct because we actually didn't do the Tinker's Construct think well. We only did the basics. That the basics are not that useful. So I'm probably gonna do some Tinker's Construct so just so that we can check all the boxes with that mod, and maybe I'm gonna do some improvements to this mob farm because we also need lots and lots of blood for the Evilcraft mod pack. This mob farm can produce that blood for us, so we can take advantage of it. But we're gonna need to improve this mob farm, and I need some extra stuff. So I'm gonna go kill that nightmare. Goodbye. Like, subscribe, have a good night, and I hope you are behaving yourself. This time I hope you're behaving yourself. And goodbye.